Hello, hello, hello. I am Antoinette, Coach Ross, the boss of Project Execute, your vision catalyst. I work to improve the lives of my clients, especially women and girls, from the inside out by answering their pertinent questions of who, why, what, when, and how to be more successful in their lives. The focus areas are self concept, goal imagery and creation, and finally, accountability. We live our lives on different levels at all times. Within my coaching process, there are 10 areas of concentration in abundant love that makes up our being and create our lives. The 10 areas are metaphysical, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, personal, relational, professional, financial, and political. This is a Focus Friday message on surrender into your flow. This message was first written and shared via email on Thursday, February 18th, 2010, during the time that I began to surrender to my flow. Change is the essence of life. Be willing to surrender what you are for what you could become. Allow your flow in life to happen. Everything happens for a reason. Experience your life in the here and now just the way it is. You have to accept it without resistance. It may not be what you want or how you want it, but it is happening all the same. Accept it and endure. You need to make the necessary adjustments from this very moment. Move forward with positive action. Surrendering ignites taking initiative, making changes, and achieving goals. When you surrender, your vision becomes very vivid and appears in technicolor. Your flow will provide you with the next step. Surrender to the right now just as it is. You can only focus on what you can accomplish in this very moment in time. The action that you take will be carried out in mysterious ways when you're in the flow. You must make sure you do your part. When the negative arises, acknowledge it and realize it doesn't contribute to your progress. Surrendering releases spiritual energy into the atmosphere that can rid the earth of suffering. Do not allow struggle or suffering a place in your emotions or to occupy your time, which can drain your energy. Lack of acceptance of what is actually going on will give way to judgment. Make a way for the ability to get through the going through. My surrendering came during the recent recession. I was put in a position where I was at a point in my life where I needed more than what I knew at that moment. All that my grandmothers, parents, elders, and teachers told me got me to that point. But I quickly figured out I knew that there was more for me to my purpose on a higher level. This is where my understanding of abundant love started to take place. I had to surrender to what was revealing itself to me. I had to alter my mindset. I had to feel different, more positive, and not negative. My outlook on love and life had to change. I had to heal some open wounds. I had to connect to my higher, more authentic self. I also had to accept my higher and more authentic self because she was unrecognizable. I had to become a servant, which means I had to fall in love with people and find ways in which I could serve them. I had to release my need to be in total control because being in total control got me to where I was at that point but being in control, total control, was not going to get me to where I am now. I had to surrender to my flow. As I have had to surrender to my flow for years, the landscape of my life has changed in all areas. The way my life looks, the way my life feels, the way I have released people from my life, and the way I have released people into my life. All have altered. This time last year and the year before that, my life was in a disarray for me. But I continue, even now, to press forward in my flow, and my life is all the more for it. As said in church, I can testify that surrendering to my flow is like falling backwards, knowing that I am going to be okay. It is just amazing how everything just falls into place. I am Antoinette, Coach Ross, the boss of Project Execute, your vision catalyst. This has been a Focus Friday message on surrender into your flow. Thank you for your time, and remember, every decision you make, and even those you don't, create your life. Create wisely.